found a story about a bloke who, I don't know, he was messing about with a chainsaw and and his arm, come off, right?
Come off? What do you mean his arm come off?
The chainsaw took it off.
Yeah,
so
okay.
It's like, oh.
Again,
Anyway,
he's going, oh no.
So anyway, he goes to the doctors, and the doctor said, I can do something there. So he goes, well, it's alright. And he goes, no, we've got an arm in, right? We can attach that, a real arm, from someone who's, I think, they'd passed away or lost an arm or something. And,
they lost an arm and didn't want it back.
Yeah, I'll have it. Are you using that?
Yeah.
No, because I know someone.
Because I know a bloke, actually.
Yeah. Well, can't you just put this one back on? Well, it's first come, first serve, really.
Listen, I was just building a bionic man. We've replaced one arm with a robot's arm, so we got a spare one.
So the doctor's going, let me put it on. He's like, well, alright then. So
Ungrateful bastard.
So he does the operation, right? So he sews it on, and like I say, he's happy, he's brushing his teeth, he can have a pint in the pub. It goes on for about 2 years, everything's fine. Then it all starts going flaky.
Oh, I knew it would.
Alright, so it all goes all like gammy, and then, for some reason...
The arm starts going gammy.
It goes gammy, and it gets longer.
Of course it does.
And the doctor said, oh, there's not much we can do, and left it.
Wait a minute, you can't leave it there.
That's not a story.
So, Carl,
That's not
you've
a
got to
story.
tell us the explanation.
Was
it an incredible plastic arm? An incredible expanding arm? Did he fight crime later?
No.
Well, that's the end of the story? You've got no scientific explanation as to why...
That's why I didn't pick it.
But you just told it to us anyway!
Yeah, but I'm just saying the sort of knowledge I come over when I'm looking for the good knowledge.
Yeah.
But you should have read to the end of the article, Carl.
No, I did. And he said, you know, he's not happy but his arm's getting in the way. Ruining his shirts and everything.
XFM 104.9. Steve just back announced that for us.
Yeah, from the album Princess Superstar that was Princess Superstar and Untouchable Part 1. Did you enjoy it?
I really enjoyed it.
Good.
So I'll tell you what, I had two of the ingredients that I look for in a record. It was both fly and dope.
High five, man. Yeah,
Okay.
You're sweet, man.
Coming up,
Yeah.
I've got my film review.
Looking forward to it.
It's a great one. It's a great
Lovely.
film. I've got a song for the lovers any minute now.
Sure.
And
probably loads more chat.
yeah, there will be. There will be.
He's just desperate for the credibility that he's never going to have.
I like it when he went round last year going, they're not playing my record, they're not playing my record, they're not playing... Oh, go on, play it. Number one.
Yeah.
Fooled you.
It was #1, the Millennium Prayer.
I know, yeah. Well, it was, you know, it was the Millennium, wasn't it?
It was, but I don't know who's buying it. I mean, you seem to claim it's some kind of like 60-year-old women, but they're not.
Yeah,
Are
it
they
is, yeah.
really a commercial force now?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Carl seems to know that.
Well, like when you're born, you're a little baby, wrinkly and stuff. When you get older, you sort of morph into a baby again. And you go through the same phases. So when you're young, you buy singles. You get old, you got nothing to do all day. You got all your pension money. What will I buy? Cliff Richard's on the telly. Here's my video, buy me song.
You see, that started off as quite a sensible point, because I actually think they do it. But what was all that alien stuff about when you're born, you go wrinkly and you go wrinkly again? So sometimes you mix, like, normal things that human beings say with I don't know what.
Well, look, when you're a baby, you've got a little bald head, no teeth. You get old. What happens?
Are you a philosopher? Are you an official philosopher? Because, I mean, it sounds like it.
The rules that you live by about what you can enjoy and what you can't.
What's good with a holiday, right? If you work in a factory from 8 in the morning till 8 at night, packing socks into a rubber bag, right? Between 8 and... What time did I say my shift was?
8 and 8. It's a 12-hour sock packing job. It is murder.
I also like socks into a rubber bag.
Yeah.
I love to get my socks in a rubber bag. And also, he forgot the timings immediately. He said the sentence, then it went out of his head. So if you're packing, from 8, what time did I say it was? What are they packing?
So, alright, so you're a sock stuffer, you do a 12-hour shift.
Yeah. Okay, go on. So, you go, oh, come on, Rita, no more socks for me. I don't want to see another sock for a week. Have you got the rubber bag? Don't bring the rubber bag. That's the last thing I want to see.
So what I mean is, when you're on the beach, right, by the sea, between 8 and 8, you're thinking, oh, this time yesterday I was packing socks in a rubber bag. And you can really enjoy it. You can keep going, Oh, an hour late you can go. I was packing socks yesterday.
Oh,
And you can
I'm glad you
saying
enjoyed love. Will you stop going on about the fucking socks? We're on holiday.
I don't think this marriage is going to last.
Oh, look, Rita, I know, you were packing fucking socks yesterday. Let's not fucking talk about it for a week, you boring bastard. Oh, Rita, what? This time I know, you were packing fucking socks in a rubber cunting bag.
No, I was having lunch at this time, you fucking slut.
Oh, Christ almighty.
26.
26, quite a fit bloke.
Yeah.
Good
What-
looking. Are you good looking?
What is... I don't understand. What are you doing?
Well, I'm just a nice guy, you know. I've seen like those things where, like at Christmas, they go out and give like old people like £100 and that, and you know, people's dreams come true. So,
You wouldn't just give away beer.
Well, of course I
You
would.
wouldn't just give away beer.
of course I would. Why wouldn't I? I will give you 4 cans of beer, okay, and £5. Just give me your address, mate. I'll be round.
But you could be a nut. You could be anyone.
That's the chance you've got to take for beer. Isn't that... Wouldn't you kick yourself if you said, no, I don't want the beer, he might be a nutter, and then you found out you could have had some free beer and lived?
Yeah, but you don't take a chance for beer, do you? You just walk into a pub.
Well, obviously you
Not a
don't.
chance.
Obviously you don't know. You don't know me because I take a chance for beer. Yeah, 4 cans of beer, mate.
For what? I just give you my address.
Yeah.
And you send me the beer.
Yeah.
No. It just doesn't work like that.
Have you got a girlfriend?
It does not work like that.
Have you got a girlfriend?
What is this what you do? Is this how you do things? You sort of ring people up and just, like, get them into a thing about beer and then start getting your kicks or something? Is this what you do?
Would you want me to get some kicks?
Oh, I don't know. Are you the sort of person that just rings people, like, phone, you know, and I'll pick up the
Okay,
phone
look,
and think I'm doing
look.
someone a favour, and then there's all this...
Right,
I don't know what you're doing.
in good faith, right, I'll give you my address, right? My name's Ricky, okay, and I'm at 97 Charlotte Street. You come round, I'll give you the beer.
What? Why? What for... I just don't understand. I don't understand what's with them. It's never like this. There's always something behind it. It's never just straight down the line.
You like a beer, yeah?
Everyone I like it. Of course I like a beer.
With your
Everyone
mates,
likes a beer.
presumably?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I
There's
reckon
no-
if
it's
you
just-
got to know me, we'd probably be mates. Yeah, and we'd have a beer together. Yeah, no, wait. I reckon if you got to know me, right, we'd be friends, yeah, and then we'd have a beer, wouldn't we?
Have you got that few mates that you need? I think I'm doing someone a favour. Just, you know, might be something important. They've got this, and then you're trying to, like, lure me into being your mate with free beer.
Well, come round. 97 Charlotte Street, come round.
So you're saying a fiver and beers to
Yeah.
come round to your place?
And I've got no one here. I've got no one here.
Doing?
Come alone.
I'm not surprised you got no one there.
Come alone. Or bring your girlfriend.
You're a nutter. You're an absolute nutter, mate. You're trying to get people round your house with beer and money. There's like a word for that.
Go on, what is the word?
But it's like sort of beer prostitution. It's like luring people in. It's unbelievable.
Right, I'll meet you halfway.
I don't know. I like a beer. Everyone likes a beer.
Right, okay. I know that.
I don't like this.
Okay, joking aside, what's your address, mate?
I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you this. Why would... That's my place. That's where I live, yeah?
Yeah.
If people come, I invite them.
Right.
People come, I invite them. Not people, like, not just because they're going to drop off some beer.
4 cans of beer.
It just doesn't happen. Things like this just don't happen.
Look, let's settle this now. You come round to my place,
Right.
okay? Wait. Bring your girlfriend so you feel safe. I've got no one here. I'm by myself. You come round. We have a laugh. We play a few games.
It's not going to happen.
And we have a few drinks. We drink some of the beer, but some of the beer I'll pour over you and your girlfriend.
Oh, that's it, mate.
XFM's London with the Guardian Guide.
Smashing Pumpkins on part of Mix FM 104.9. I just got to tell you something, Steve. Remember, at my birthday party, my girlfriend had bought me one of those, arcade games. She put money in a pub.
Oh, it's a quiz machine, though.
Quiz machine, yeah, touch the screen. And we're all playing, but Steve, with his general film knowledge, people were getting like 100,000 points and getting through, right? Steve got something like 8 million.
Right, listen, I got the top score on a movie trivia quiz game, right? Who's the geek now?
Yeah.
All right, Carl? Hello.
No, but it was impossible. And I tried it, and for like months after, I just thought, I've just got to knock him off the top. And I did it with all the other categories, and I was best at rock. Let's say that. But by no means is, you know, the gap between a friend of mine and a friend of yours, Johnny Camden, the lovely Irish comedian, came round last night, had a couple of goes. He got something like 30 million.
That's mental. That's madness.
Yeah. In fact, you're right, because, Johnny bought this comic, right? He loves Doctor Who, and he bought this comic, and Steve, he left it there, and Steve got a post-it note on every page wrote Geek. Yeah. Johnny gets reads it on the tube, and there's Geek written on every page. That's the sort of vicious man Steve is. He can hand it out. Do you know what I mean? Imagine him calling you a geek. What must that feel like, to be called a geek by Steve Merchant? What do you think, Carl?
Every week he has a go at me, anyway.
What's having a go at you? You're having a go at me every week.
3 weeks.
What?
You've been having a go at me.
I have not had a go. You've always had a go at me.
You've always said to me, what do I look like? And what do you expect me to do, lie?
Oh, he's done you again, Steve!
No, I'm not getting into this.
He's done you again!
One lad called up before and said, oh, have a go at Steve again, these looks. And it's not like a game. I'm not like coming in here every week and wanting to make you look, you know, come across as an ugly bloke. I don't need to do that.
He's done you up. I can't.
He's done you up.
Is this because of the Gaylord stuff?
No, it's
that you're having a go at me again?
Oh.
It's just that you had a go at me before.
I didn't have a go at you at all. I was talking to Ricky. I haven't had a word. I haven't spoken a word to you.
Your eyes.
Is this why you're in an ugly mood? A bad mood? A generally grim mood? Is it because, like, you just think I'm gonna have a go at you?
I don't know what it is. When I get here, you're alright. And then as soon as you come in here, you change.
I haven't done anything! What are you talking about? You're paranoid! I haven't said anything, mate. I've drawn a little picture of you here, but
I'll tell you what we need now is a song for the lovers. I want to tell you now.
Please.
This has been one of my favourite songs for about 20 years. It's by David Bowie. Now, David Bowie's had his phases, and I liked his glam stuff, and Tin Machine went off. You know, he's always sort of there, on and off, right? But this song is off Space Oddity, and it's called Letter to Hermione, and I don't know why he stopped writing songs like this, because this is probably one of the most beautiful songs ever recorded, and I know Steve agrees with me on this.
I do indeed. Rick, can I just kiss and make up with Carl?
No, that is...
No, let me just kiss my kiss.
Yeah, but it doesn't next week it'll be the same again. It doesn't mean anything. It's like saying sorry.
Oh, on the lips.
Go on, he's like... I've never... Carl has gone a absolute shade of purple, straining not to have Merchant's...
There's no point, Steve.
No.
There's no point.
No, just shake and make up.
Shake what, Rick?
There you go. All friends, sit down. That's lovely. That's a lovely moment. It's XFM 104.9, and this is Letter to Hermione by David Bowie. It's beautiful.
It's not so much a question, but something that I think might be of interest to you, Carl. I was reading about this in the paper, and I know how fascinated you are by people of the Japanese persuasion. 2 elderly men found on a remote island are believed to be Japanese soldiers in hiding since 1945, desperate to go home. Diplomats from Tokyo are investigating the claims of these men, who are 87 and 83.
What? What are you thinking there?
Well, no, go on.
I know what you're thinking. Go on. Say what you're thinking.
I'll be that old, though.
Why? Why? Say why.
I don't want to. Just leave it.
Carl's got a theory. Well, I mean, I don't think this is fine. I'd say that Carl's views don't reflect the views of XFM, right? Carl's got a theory that Oriental people don't age well.
Sure. Let Carl...
But that annoys me the way... Yeah, but I think people probably agree with me, but for some reason... the first time I said that, I wasn't even worried about it, but now, because of the reaction of people... I don't understand. I don't know why I can't say that.
What's your theory? Explain your theory, in a nutshell.
Just that you don't see you know, sort of a 33-year-old Chinese person. No, but at the same time...
What do you mean you don't see a 33-year-old
I'm not having a go. At the same time, you don't see that many fat ones either. So, in a way, that's good news. Nobody would be upset about that.
But what do you mean?
But your news isn't bad news, because it's not true.
But wait, stop. What do you mean you don't see a 33-year-old Chinese person? I don't understand. What do you mean you don't see them? What do you see then?
Sort of, you know, young ones. And then, like, you don't see that middle ground.
This theory's based on.
So you see old ones and you see young ones, but you never see any in between.
Yeah.
What do you mean? So what's the oldest Chinese person you've seen before the age of 33? How old do you think?
About 22.
22. So you've seen lots of 22-year-olds. So you've seen a range from babies to 22-year-old Chinese people. That's fact, okay? And then what gap do you miss out? When do they pop back up on the radar for you? What age has a Chinese person got to be older than that?
Well, 49.
It's always so specific. What do you mean when you say they don't age well? What do you mean they don't age well? You mean that middle-aged ones look old?
Because you think at 23, when they start 23, we're happy birthday to you, and they look up, and oh jeez, it's 52. What do you mean?
No, I just mean they don't age that well. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know what it is in them, but they just don't. Alright then, here's a question. You tell me of a Chinese person on the telly who's about 32.
Tell me of a Chinese person on the telly first. Give us the great gamut of Chinese talent currently on British TV, right? And I'll pick and choose. Go on then.
Bruce Lee?
How long has he been dead, Bruce Lee? 70s, wasn't it? And not really on the telly much, was he? Okay.
What age was he when he died?
33, I think.
Well, I would have never guessed that.
Well, what do you think? How old do you think he was?
Probably about 42.
What, you know Burt Kwok?
Yeah, he's old.
Yeah. Do you remember the Pink Panther films?
No.
Okay. He wasn't that old in them, because it was 60s, 70s.
But how old did he look, though? If he walked in and someone said, you never guess how old he is, what would you have said? Right then, there's my point then. There's my point.
I have to say, I've been listening to you two talk, and I like the idea that there's people who've been waiting 18 months for some of this. for the Kant discussion, the Orientals.
Do you know what I think? I think Kant, as a philosopher, is very popular in Essex, because I hear him saying his name all the time whenever I go through. What? They're all shouting this and that. All shouting.
Kings of Leon on XFM. Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. Karl, dead air.
Talk! I'm just looking at it now.
Yeah, but that's no good on radio! You can't just look at something! You gotta talk!
Is he even more backward than I remember?
I don't know.
It's just that someone's emailed in.
Yeah, so you gotta tell the listeners that.
I'm telling them now, I'm doing it. Someone's emailed in from Tokyo, saying that he's getting married in a few months to a Japanese woman. She's 27. Just want to know how long I've got till she starts looking old.
Well, how long do you reckon, according to your theory?
About 27. Probably about 4 years. About 4 years and that. So.
What would you advise him, to get out now, or?
Well, have some good sort of wedding pictures done and that.
Carl!
What?
Carl, it's not true! The theory's not true!
Well, we'll see, won't we?
Oh yeah, great. In 4 years' time, he's going to send a picture going, oh, you're right, Carl. Look, she looks like a prune. What? He's going to suddenly start saying his girl, it's not true, it's not going to happen.
I watched it quite late, because we just had it on in the corner, we were sort of chatting and stuff. And, about 1 o'clock in the morning, okay, they'd been promising this for ages. It was a couple of sort of Hollyoaks stars or something.
Yeah.
Male stars were going to be part of a male striptease.
Yeah,
full Monty type.
I turned that off.
Yeah.
I didn't want to watch that, Steve.
Do you notice the way he said he'd been promised it for ages? It was like 1 in the morning. Almost
Carl's
like he's been staying up.
Yes,
What,
Carl's
you've got to measure
you.
me, Carl.
That's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that film last night, Gail will take that? No, but the point was, like, the thing about the, are you a Gaylord tied to a tree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you are then.
There you are.
Oh, that's
Done
another
ya.
piece of evidence.
Really done me.
But no, seriously, so they bring on these, this male stripper kind of gang come on, like, you know, firemen or whatever. And they come on, and they cut to the audience, and there was one woman just putting her glasses on. Like about a 4-year-old woman. It was 1 in the morning, she'd fallen asleep, and her friend had gone, Agnes, quick, put your glasses on, wake up, they're getting their cocks out. And I mean cocks.
Yeah.
And they did this striptease, right? They did this striptease, and I have to swear, right? They went right down to their underwear. They had these kind of, and they were just flashing their arses. It was, and I was thinking, this is for kiddies, and it was obscene. It was utterly obscene. I was
1 in the morning, it's not.
What are you talking about? It was appalling. It's
The charity is.
No, but it was just, it was offensive. I was offended by it. It was the BBC, it was charity, and there were blokes with their todgers almost out.
Yeah, but the fact is, but it's post-watershed. You can have any event and give it to anything, can't you?
No, that's not right. It's for children. Because a lot of children will stay up and watch that. Their parents will go, yeah, it's fine, you know, you can stay up and watch Children in Need. That's for kids.
Yeah, but then arses aren't, you know.
It was, but it wasn't just arses. They gave the impression they were fully nude. I mean, thankfully they weren't. I made a close inspection, but it was obscene.
Yeah, me and Carl are looking at each other.
Yeah, you're looking at each other, gazing into each other's eyes.
Yeah, just for 1 week only, we're back at score, okay? There's innuendos, we laugh when we say the word bender, cock, tits meaning birds.
Carl and Ricky sitting in a tree, Kissing. Rick, have you been enjoying Bubba Sparks' current hit, Ugly? You're ugly, oh I'm ugly, ugly. A song which means nothing to me, actually. I can't relate to it at all.
I have.
What do you make of Bubba?
I like Bubba.
He's a sort of down south kind of rapper.
I know where this is going. I bet you've got a little bit of Bubba in your hip-hop challenge.
Well, we did have the hip-hop challenge a couple of weeks ago, but I lost. So basically, we're just playing a favourite hip-hop track of ours, aren't we, each week? And this is my selection. It's from Bubba's current album. It's not the hit, Ugly. It's, the album's actually called Dark Days, Bright Nights, and I believe this song presumably comes from that title, because it's called Dark Days, Bright Nights. Enjoy it, Rick.
I will. XFM 104.9, Dandy Warhol's Bohemian Like You. It's the Ricky Gervais Show.
With Steve Merchant.
Yeah. Exactly, and Carl, who's turned our microphones on. Can't believe it.
Good to see you, Carl. Good to see you, Ricky.
Cheers. Now, in a fun-filled and music-filled show, we've got music and fun.
Yes, looking forward to that.
2 hours, solid 2 hours. There's no gaps.
There's nothing.
There'll be no dead air.
There will be adverts sometimes.
There'll be adverts, yeah, but I mean, you know, that's what pays our wages, isn't it, really?
Certainly.
And some of the adverts, I think, are quite amusing.
Yes. No, like the ones that you're on.
Yeah. We've got, our hip-hop challenge, we've got Song for the Lover, Song for the Ladies, we've got a film review. So...
Magnificent. Had any calls about that, Rick? Any, maybe Channel 5 or someone onto you?
No, they haven't, no.
That's strange, that's weird.
No, but, I think it's a bit ahead of its time, because it's very unique.
Sure,
it's not like other film, is it? It's sort of like...
Yeah.
It's a bit out there. Yeah, anything caught your eye, this week, Steve?
Rick, I know that both you and I, are kind of obsessed with these people who believe in, you know, people who can predict the future or have got contact with the dead or whatever. Yeah. And, I know Mystic Meg's a bit of a nonsense, but people do take her seriously. On the cover of The Sun today, Mystic Meg won me 15 million quid.
Wow.
Right, you're thinking, that's a pretty amazing claim. I know that Carl believes in Mystic Meg and all that sort of rubbish, you know. You're thinking, wow, here at last is proof that she has got powers. And you wonder to yourself, well, maybe she predicted the numbers specifically, you know, that would be a hell of a...
just to him.
Yeah, which is incredible, which is absolutely incredible. And so there's this guy, lottery mad Tom Naylor, he's a lorry driver, right, he won 15 million quid. Yeah. He says, I always read my horoscope in The Sun and follow the advice. Basically, what Meg said was, keep a lottery ticket in a yellow mug to add luck. So you're thinking, right, okay, so he's kept his ticket in a yellow mug, that's still pretty extraordinary.
Yeah.
I didn't have a yellow mug, says Tom, so I put the pages of my map book, so I put the ticket in the pages of my map book, which is yellow.
Right. He's used the yellow. No, he's used the yellow.
Yeah, no, see, I don't know much about how Mystic Meg works. I'm assuming maybe there's some kind of pseudoscience that she applies.
Yeah.
I think if she'd said, put it near anything yellow, fine.
Yeah.
She said put it in a yellow mug, that's pretty specific.
Yeah.
From that he's thought, well, I'll ignore Meg's advice. I always do what she says, if she says put it in a yellow mug.
She's had two sort of like, you know, points of reference there. The descriptive, the yellowness of the object, and the object itself. The noun should be a mug. Yeah. What's missing in the yellow book is the mugness.
The mugness is one of the
It's got lots of bookness, but it wasn't the bookness that gave him the 15 million. So,
exactly.
I reckon Mystic Meg won me 7.5 million.
Right.
Would have been a more accurate.
Sure, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know, Carl, do you think that that's pretty spooky? And weird, unnatural stuff?
So, I'm just a bit livid today, I wasn't really listening to what you were saying.
Not paying attention?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Do you want to notify us before, you know, we ask you questions?
You are giving to us, go on.
What would have just been nice if you would have, like, warned me you were going to ask me about it. I'm just a bit livid.
Go on, what about?
Have I done something? Talk about no, not you two, just a bit livid.
XFM 104.9. Play. The Scientist. Do you think that's about you, Carl? What happened there with all that rubbish pressing the wrong thing going out and that?
Don't want to go. I've sorted it now. Doesn't matter.
Right.
You've come back. You're not focused, Carl. That's what concerns me. Your mind's on other things.
I'm all right now, though.
You're
ready to go. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is. Oh. I just.
I'll tell you what. Right. I'll tell you how focused I am.
What?
Got some new ideas for you.
Go on.
Well, they've all been blinders in the past.
Go on.
Did you do any competitions when I was away?
Did we? I think we did, didn't we? Didn't we give away a DVD?
Did we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, go on. Yeah,
Right,
go on. Anyway.
Well, I've thought of some,
This isn't like radio, is it, as we know it? This is just people talking. If the mic's on, it's luck.
Yeah.
If anyone's listening, I've no idea what they think of this show. It's not a show.
Not in the traditional sense.
No. Okay, then you're going to change with that, Carl.
Because a
You've got-
show suggests a certain form of presentation.
Yeah.
A certain pride.
And when we do present
And
it...
dare I say it, some planning.
Yeah, and when we do, it's ruined by him pressing the wrong button.
Yeah.
yeah, but I've got some planning here.
Go on, then.
Quizzes. What I did was, when I was on holiday,
Yeah.
right, you said, you know, come up with a new idea, right? So the best way of coming up with ideas is sort of,
Thinking.
sort of nicking a TV show name and then twisting it a bit.
Yeah.
So...
Or just rip off Simon Mayo's idea completely.
That's
Well,
good
I
advice for anyone out there.
I didn't...
yeah.
If you're interested in ideas.
Carl is presently running a course writing for TV.
Yeah.
And that's the lesson 1, isn't it? Just
That's
rip
the
something else off.
Just do an idea and change the title slightly.
Yeah.
Well,
Go on.
this one I haven't really got... I don't know what to do on the game, but I'm thinking, Strike It Ricky.
That's all you've got.
That's
what you've come up
I
with.
haven't-
How
I haven't
long did
thought
that
one
take?
through.
What is that?
I just thought it sounded a bit like Lucky. Forget that one then.
Yeah, forget that one. Okay, yeah, well,
Right.
no, good. No, we all have hits and misses. Even Spielberg's, not all his films, you know, can hit the. Go on.
Right.
No, okay, no, it's a good. Go on. Yeah.
Remember Big Brother?
Yeah. Do I remember it? Well, no, go on.
Big Mother, right? You call in, if your mum's heavy, you win a CD.
What do you mean? How can you prove that?
Alright, forget that. Right, here, here's one.
Right, ER. Good one.
No.
Yeah. No.
The Price is Right, remember that?
Yeah.
Right?
The Price is Ricky?
No. The rice is right. And what I do, I read from an Indian menu and a Chinese menu. You tell me whether you have pilau or egg fried.
He's a genius, isn't he? He really is a modern...
that one.
No, go on
You don't
then.
get it?
Go into that. Let's go into this one. Let's not cross this off right away. Go on then. What you read from what?
Well, I'll get a couple of menus from like an Indian and a Chinese takeaway.
Yeah.
And I'll go like, chicken korma.
Well, could I just suggest that as it's an Indian, it will be pilau, and anything you read out that is...
Yeah, but you don't know which one I'm reading from.
What, the chicken korma's Indian, isn't it?
Yeah, so you go pilau. But then
Well, then you might as well say Indian or Chinese.
No, because then the name wouldn't work. The rice is right.
Okay, yeah, I forgot you're working for the title backwards, aren't you? Okay, yeah.
I'm
Okay.
so confused. I don't
Right.
know where I am or what day it is.
A programme that they've been in on Channel 4, right?
Can you cross that out? We're not doing the Rice is Right
I
either.
don't understand the right is right.
No, go on.
I'll tell you that later. We'll have a game in the office, right? A game that they've been in on Channel 4, but has got really big viewing figures.
Well, obviously not.
Right.
Or they wouldn't be bidding it. Go on.
Do you know 15 to 1?
Yeah.
They're getting rid of that, right?
Are they?
I'm thinking 15 Taiwan. Get some items that are made in Taiwan, right? Get 15 items, and I say what they are, and then you go, oh, I bet it's the vase. Or something.
That's one that's made in Taiwan.
Yeah.
Just explain that again very quickly.
No, don't go.
Alright,
Cross it out.
forget that.
Cross it out. 15 Taiwan.
Right.
Go on.
This is the one that I've prepared for, because I think this
is
isn't
a blinder.
daft, this is good.
Let's
Go
play
on.
a tune and let's hear it after that. I'm
You
very
sure?
excited.
Are we going to play it after that, or are we going to save
No,
it till...
you can explain
No,
it
it's
after it. I'm very excited.
Have we got Ladder 49 today?
Rick, there's a number of cracking DVDs as ever on Rockbusters. We've got The Life Aquatic with Bill Murray. We've got Howard and Kumar Get the Munchies, hilarious stoner comedy, and Batman the Animated Series. And Ladder 49, there it
Oh,
is. Joaquin
phew,
Phoenix, John
yes.
Travolta. If you've ever seen Ladder 49, you can give us a quick text review on 83XFM. I'd be interested to know if it's
Why
actually
we've
worth
given
watching.
away one a week for the last 6 weeks. Well, we better start then. Let's do Rockbusters for the last time. You can win those amazing prizes.
Alright. As always, just a little cryptic clue. Some initials of a band or an artist. Work it out, email in or text in, that's it, isn't it? Right, the first one. Richard's kid
Yeah.
cuts hair for a living. Right? Richard's kid cuts hair for a living. Right? Initials BD. Right? BD. Richard's kid cuts hair for a living. Second one. I have a problem saying the French word for well. Right. I think that's the right word anyway.
Well.
I have a problem saying the French word for well. So what's that? That initial there is K. Right, band or artist. And then the third one, you take 8 kebabs, 2 kebabs, 57 kebabs, times it by 27 kebabs. Right. The fella is struggling to work it out. What's that? What's going on there? Right?
It's a good question.
DS is the answer there. 8 kebabs, 2 kebabs.
I've got it.
57 kebabs, times it by 27 or what have you. Fella's struggling working it out. What is
I've
it?
got that one.
DS. So just email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk or on the text 83936. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can win Ladder 49 and those other DVDs. Plus, you go into the draw, which we'll do before we leave, and you can win the signed by Matt Groening, personally drawn Homer Simpson. We've got the Spinal Tap poster signed by Christopher Guest, and also the original artwork of us as Flanimals.
But they've all been framed. They've done a brilliant job. It really is a nice prize. I mean, almost too good to give away. A little bit annoying.
Is it too late to take that back?
I was thinking we could sneak in a copy.
Yeah.
Just a very bad photocopy, so it goes grey and
Yeah.
No, they're all originals. So get texting.
All right.
All right.
XFM.
I still have that other girl in my head by Elvis Costello and Burt Bacharach on this final XFM show. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
Well, we've nearly got to wrap it up. I think we've got to do the Rockbusters winner and give someone those lovely prizes. Monkey news, then we're out of here. We'll maybe come back, maybe do some Christmas specials.
I don't want to make any promises.
Right then, first one was Richard's kid. He cuts hair for a living.
Yeah, what's that?
That was well, try and work it out.
No, there's no point.
Dick's son, yeah, he was a barber. Barbara Dixon, right?
Doesn't work.
Dixon, well, again,
It's Barbara Dixon.
Right,
Her name wasn't Barbara Dixon, was it?
so that's that one.
Did Ronnie Corbett ever say, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Barbara Dixon?
The second one,
He never did, did he? He never did.
I have a problem saying the French word for well. What's the French word for well?
Bon, innit? That's good. What?
No, that's good though.
Bell? Well, no, what?
Isn't it bien?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. I have a problem saying it, so I can't say it. I can't say bien. I can't say bien. Can't say Kasabian. Right? So they managed to work that one out. Can't say
one of your worst, that.
can't say bien. Can't say bien.
Can't say bien, it's not, it doesn't.
Yeah. And the last one.
Work.
That's terrible.
8 kebabs, 2 kebabs, plus 57 kebabs, times 27 kebabs. This fella is struggling working it out. What's the answer there? DS. Right? Had Donna some, right? So he's struggling working it out. He's, so Donna some, right? So they got that right as well, so...
What was the answer?
Donna Summer.
Donna Summer.
Yeah, Donna Summer. So, just pick
Went out
one,
on a high
Steve.
then.
Steve, just pick one.
We went out on a high.
That was shocking.
What about, let's have a look, there's,
Well, it's the first one to get all three. Steve, what's the first one with all three?
Well, there's so many here.
Yeah, but this is the first one that came through in time-wise.
probably that one there.
No, I don't like Rob because he's been slagging us off. In fact, no, let's give it to Rob. He
If
hates
he's the
show.
first, if he's the first...
No, to be honest with you, Rob's been slagging us off, but at least he knows. I mean, at least he's got some taste.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, well, what, if he was the first, then Rob's the winner.
Well, yeah, we'll give Rob, he gets Ladder 49 and a bunch of other DVDs, but that means he goes straight into the
you're
hat
putting him
for
in
the
there
big
now.
draw. I'm just going to write his name now, I'm going to throw that straight in the hat. I can imagine that no one, even the people who've entered, are that excited. Not because the prizes aren't great, but I'm worried that they don't appreciate it, Rick. Do you know, I get the feeling that our listeners, they just don't appreciate the fact that we've gone to all this trouble, we've got the Homer Simpson drawing and things like that. I just feel like these people don't deserve it. Do you know what, it's weird, I just wish we had a better quality of listener. Like, people who listen to Radio 2, they deserve it, you know, they're elderly and infirm, some of them, it would really cheer them up, but our lot, you know, drug addicts,
Yeah, let me pick
you
it
know,
out.
truck drivers. So I've just put all the names in the hat, all the previous winners from the previous weeks, and Bob as well.
Is Pilky gonna put it out?
Do you want Pilky or do you want Ricky?
Oh, well, let's have the shaved monkey do it.
Alright, plunge your hand in there.
It's just, that's one, isn't it?
That's it, just pull that one out, check who it is.
Right, it's, Gavin Thompson in Edinburgh.
Well done, Gav.
Are we going to get them up there?
his problem? You've got to post them, you've got to pay. They're amazing prizes.
Yeah, but the Spinal Tap one, it's about 5 foot, isn't it?
Well, they can post it. It'll cost them a few quid. It's a radio station.
I think he should have to come and collect it. No, just because then it'll at least it'll prove that
Where's he
he's
from?
interested.
Edinburgh.
Give it to Bob Geldof. I'll give it to Bob Geldof.
He's walking up there, so
He can look.
XFM.
Hive's main offender. Before that, Embrace, Make It Last. I know you don't like Embrace much, but that's a nice tune.
Yeah.
They do cut a nice little chorus.
Sure.
And I think their heart's in the right place.
Okay.
Yeah, very nice. What could you do better? I was mucking around.
That's always fair.
No, I was thinking there's not enough avant-garde stuff. I just did this, right? There's a little spring on the mic. What does that sound like? Does that sound good? I haven't got my headphones on. Does that sound good?
It sounds brilliant.
I was thinking of doing that and just sending it to John Peel.
It's good. I think
Maybe with some samples of like politicians going, "We will not."
I feel it's more a B-side at the moment, but I mean it's strong. I think it's you could work that up.
But that's without strings or anything. Without.
Yeah. Sure, that's without I mean, that's just kind of a basic demo. When you've worked that up with a decent producer.
Yeah.
Man alive.
Still coming. We've got Radiohead. We've
What
got
are these
Ice
fellas doing?
There's a couple
It's
of
quite noisy. It's just distracting.
yeah. There's a couple of fellas behind us taking pictures. I don't know why it takes two of them. I think one of them just got a couple of hours out of the office.
Yeah.
They're from the what are you from? X-Mag.
X-ray.
X-Ray.
X-ray. What's X-ray?
It's the XFM magazine, Steve.
The XFM what? Magazine.
Magazine.
And where does that go?
Where
then?
is this available in shops?
Is it just a giveaway thing to?
It's kind of give away a bit of information on bands.
Right.
What gigs are coming.
How
out,
is it
what
available?
stations.
Who gets it?
It's in top magazines.
You're really selling it, Carl. You're obviously a fan of the magazine.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I don't want to make it. This seems now like you've said. Let's pretend we don't know what it is. You sell it on air, make it sound.
I
really
don't
good.
know what it is.
Well, I'll show you later.
Okay, cool.
And if people want a copy of it, they can go to the website and subscribe, and you get it for free.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Cool.
And you're going to be in it.
And we're going to be in it.
Centre pages.
I don't look my best. I don't dress for radio. And
Well, it's okay because I'm photogenic, so I'll make up for whatever you.
I'll push you forward.
Rick, I don't know if you were aware of this, but we have some tickets to give away. Is your favourite band Marquis Smith's The Fall?
It is, yeah.
I thought it was. And is your favourite venue the Kentish Town Forum?
Oh, I'd see anything there. I'd
you-
see the Fall anywhere, and I'd see anything there. So
And-
if you're telling me the Fall are there, we're not giving away, Steve. I'd like those for myself.
Rick, I'm just trying to remember if your favourite support act of late is Schindler.
Oh, no, I hate them. I'm not going. Give them away.
Okay, so the doors are at 7:30. Doesn't say when it is.
Tonight.
I'm only
Is it tonight,
joking,
is it?
Schindler. I'm
Right.
only joking, by the way. To Schindler, the lads in Schindler, if they think I'm being a little bit nasty.
It's tonight. It's at 7:30. The tickets are £11.50 in advance. I'm assuming there's probably some still left, but we have some to give away. How many we got to give away? Just says
3 pairs.
3 pairs, is it? Have you talking of Schindler? You know the people that make lifts, or I think escalators as well.
Oh, yeah.
If you notice, like in
Yeah.
the bottom of a lift, it always says Schindler. It's always made by some organisation called Schindler. Do you think it's the same Schindler, like from Schindler's List?
So it's Schindler's Lifts.
Schindler's Lifts.
And it was passed down wrong. No, I didn't make a list.
Yeah.
You must have- no, I made lifts.
Yeah,
You're
I
joking.
seriously-
Spielberg was going, I've made a whole film about
It was 3 hours. It was in black and white, for God's sake.
Was it, where'd you get the lift? There was no lifts in it. I thought it was a list you made. No, I made lifts. Oh.
Anyway, next time we're in the lift,
believe
check that
it.
out. That is true. Anyway, we've got 3 tickets for the Fall. Sorry, 3 pairs of tickets for the Fall who are performing tonight at Kentish Town Forum. If you'd like to win them, here's a question for you: which Radio 1 rival station, which Radio 1 personality used to be a member of the Fall? If you know, then you can get in touch on 08700
Zoe
800 1234. Or it's ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Is it Chris Moyles?
I don't want to give it away.
Is it John Peel?
I don't want to give it away.
Okay.
I don't want to give it away.
Okay.
But 2 words for you. Emma B.
XFM London.
Right, we've got who's that on the line?
It's Rob.
Rob, and are you a doctor?
I'm a final year medical student. I'll be a doctor in 2 months, touch wood.
That's close enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Excellent. So, where do you study? Do you want to give more details, or do you want to remain anonymous as you're calling into?
I study at Barts Hospital.
All right, great. So, why do GPs sometimes put their finger up a man's anus?
To see what's there. You know, if you've got hemorrhoids, if you've got an enlarged prostate, You know, it's either that or they stick up a big tube and have a look up with a light.
What?
And it's easier to do that.
Now, are you dumbing this down for us, or are you going to fail your medical exams by saying stick up a big tube with a light?
I'm dumbing it down.
Okay, come on then. We're all intelligent people here, and Carl. So you tell us what's that called?
It's called a sigmoidoscope.
Right.
Nice. That was a clever test, wasn't it, Rick?
12 inch long.
Yeah.
12 inch long tube that I can put up there.
So, Carl, would you prefer that or a finger?
Well, so do they sort of do the finger first, and then, I mean, at what point do they say, hang on, we need a light here? I mean...
It's normally if there's something wrong.
But, so if I go then, say if I go to this well-known clinic, right, and they go, yeah, the art's good and that, yeah, finger, there you go, and then they go, hang on, I'm going to go and get me light and tube. I could start worrying then because they've sort of found something.
And they're not likely to go straight in with the tube. They'll probably send you off some tests first.
But Carl, there's nothing. But you go to these places to put your mind at rest and to know where you are with your health. I mean, it's not that you go along. That's what most people worry about. They think that because I'll go along and they'll find something. Well, one, that's illogical. It doesn't heighten the fact they find something because you go along. And two, if they do find something, it's a good job you went along. I mean, I'm a hypocrite because I don't go to the doctor. But you know, I've had that done.
You should be concerned if when they shine the little light in your ear, it comes out the other side of your ear.
No,
the other ear comes right out the other side. That's when you should be worried.
But Rob, right, you said then, if they find something, they send me off for some tests. Why can't I just have the test without that and cut out the middleman? Do you know what I mean?
Because you're wasting lots of money.
There's hundreds of tests they could do, and they could do every test, and they could all come back with nothing, or they could do the finger up there and send you for the 3 tests you need to find out what's wrong with you.
But in this day and age, with all the technology and that, and like brainy doctors and all that, the only way to find out is sticking a finger up there.
What are you worried about, Carl? Is it fundamentally that this doctor who's has done 6 years medical training, is it embarrassing to have a man's finger up your ass?
I just don't understand how you can get round to that without...
But what don't you like? Is it fundamentally you don't like anything up your ass, or is it the fact that it's a man's finger up there?
I don't like going to the doctors. It makes me nervous, because I think if anyone searches you long enough, they're going to find a fault with you, right? And especially if they're going that far into you. They're going to find something. And...
Probably not.
Well, you never... I just don't... I don't know how to get round to that sort of... that point where you get a... What do you talk to the doctor about? He's like, alright, nice day. Strap your trousers.
He goes, he says, I'm gonna just,
Most people just shut up and let you do it, and then breathe a sigh of relief when you say there's nothing there.
Yeah.
But is that at the end of the test, or is that the first thing he does?
It's the last thing.
So that trousers up out the door.
Because he knows it ends conversation. He knows it's a bit of a faux pas. The doctor says, "Oh, I better not kick off with a finger up the arse." What I do is I'll start on with the the head, and then we're going to go. Oh, one final thing, Mr. Pilkington.
So Rob,
he drops his keys and he goes, "Pick them up." And as you bend over,
will you be doing this, Rob? Is this what you're like open to do? You do all these.
I'll have to do it at some point. All doctors do it at some point, no matter what they specialise in.
So the first one, is there another doctor there to sort of make sure you're doing it right?
Not dentists.
No, but do you know...
Dentists aren't doctors anyway.
No. But do you know what I mean? Like, normally it's like a co-pilot will have someone with them for the first one. So when you put your first finger in...
Yeah.
Will someone be there going, right, you just want to move to the left of it?
I've already done it.
Have you?
Yeah. So that's the thing with a student, you're learning. So you get people teaching you.
And you learn on...
these things.
Can I just point out, Rob, I think I'm right in assuming that you have a glove on.
Yep.
And there's lubrication.
Yep.
And it doesn't hurt.
No.
There you go. What are you worried about, Carl?
Who's this person who everyone's testing on in your class?
It's not one person.
One person. There's like... When a patient comes in and they've got a problem, your boss, the consultant, he does his finger up, and if he finds something, he goes to the patient, is it alright if the student has a feel as well? Then the student puts on a glove, puts some leave on the glove, and sticks his finger up and sees what he comes out with.
Rob, I wish you could see Carl's face I mean, he just, his face when you said, and he says, can this fella have a go as well? He looked horrified. That he thought it was a free-for-all, like there's a queue of people trying on gloves and going, let's have a go. That looks good up there. What have you found?
No, but, I mean, how come you had to sort of... Is it not something you could test on yourself rather than waiting for other people to come in? Because then, you know...
It's an awkward position to get to, really, isn't it?
Well, but you can have a good rummage then without feeling too awkward, but to sort of have a go on your first patient when you don't really know what you're looking for anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Never really thought about it.
Because you don't, if you've never done it before, you pop your finger in there, and you've got to sort of look, you've got to have an expression on your face like you know what you're finding.
Well, they can't see what you look, they can't see your face.
There, you got the big boss consultant man going, now move your finger there, and you'll probably feel this, because he's just done it, he knows what's there.
Well, what? Oh, so he's already had a go. He's had a feel, and he's going right. If you feel to the right, that's the conglomerate or whatever.
The conglomerate, yeah. His conglomerate is in perfect working order.
Well, that's. I'm still.
Thank you, Rod. I'm sorry you had to go through this. Carl is probably the worst patient you'll ever encounter in your medical career. Good luck with your finals, and thanks very much.
And do you know any female doctors who do this? Or?
Thank you. XFM 104.9. Thank you. Martina Topley Bird, need one. Alright, XFM 104.9. Well, it's that time. It's getting exciting. We've got Rockbusters results, but before that, a little bit of monkey news with... Oh! Chimpanzee that! Monkey news! Karl Pilkington.
Brilliant. Nice to have... I haven't read that for a couple of weeks.
Go on then.
Alright, so, is that this little monkey?
Oh, yeah.
Who lives in Morocco.
Right, I'll just warn you now, you're on thin ice from last time, okay? So, make sure, is this real?
It's been
Don't say anything stupid, think about it. As you're saying it, think to yourself, oh, is that true? Do monkeys do that? Do they think like that? So, go on then.
So anyway, yeah, so there's this magician in Morocco, right? He's got a little monkey working with him, right? The way it used to work, magician used to do his thing on stage, do a little bit of magic, people loved it. Then the monkey came out, had a little cap, walked around the crowd and stuff, got the money, had a good little team thing going on, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, the monkey's name was 86.
Right.
Because back then there was so many monkeys, it was like, oh, what names, do you know what I mean, what names do you use, what do you do? So they just named them, right? So this little monkey...
What, he had 86 other monkeys? What?
No, it's just that because a lot of monkeys were sort of working back then, helping magicians out, you know, doing bits and pieces, busking, what have you.
Well, Rick, you know how there's so many...
Why would there be a confusion with that? If he only had one monkey, where's the confusion? People would go, oh, I'm not going to go and see that, I want to see 86, he's the better monkey. Do you know what I mean? What does it matter?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, why do they need... where was the confusion? With people going to the circus and going, what monkey are you going to go see tonight? I don't know. It wasn't a billing, was it, with a monkey?
But Rick, it's just the same with humans. You know, there's so many humans now that we can't give them names anymore.
Yeah,
they all have to have numbers.
Exactly, yeah. There's so many humans, you know, with 5 billion people. We can't give them names. It's impossible. But, you know, with a few monkeys
anyway, number 122, go on.
So, anyway, there he is.
86.
86.
With his hat.
With his hat, walking around getting the money.
Yeah.
Anyway, the magician sort of, you know, thinking about moving on. Because in Morocco he'd sort of done all the tourist traps.
Sure.
So he had a word with the monkey, said, how about we...
See?
No, let him continue.
Think.
Let him continue.
He didn't have a word with the monkey.
Let him continue.
So what do you think about going over to Spain?
Yes. Sure. So, the monkey was in agreement?
So he said, oh, go on then. Right, so they get in the car, and, like, the magician knew he'd have a bit of a problem on his hands, because you're not meant to take monkeys out of the country.
Yeah.
Right? So he thought, right, what I'll do, I'll get a car, right?
Right.
Stick the monkey in a boot, right? Get on the boat, and hopefully sort of, you know, stick it in some luggage and what have you.
Yeah.
We'll be over there, we'll be earning big money, everything's going to be great. So the monkey was like, brilliant. So they get in the car, they're on the way to the boat, and pull over at a petrol station, and just before filling it up, he opens up the boot and he goes, "You all right in there?" And it's like, "Yeah, it's sound." So he leaves the boot open so it can breathe and get a bit of fresh air whilst it's filling up. Goes in to pay the money.
Yep.
Pays the money. Goes, "I'm just paying for the."
Right, this monkey is not going to drive away in that car, or we're never doing this feature again.
Carl, what happens? What's number 86 up to?
So 86. So
That's the ending, isn't it? That's the story.
Come on, let Carl finish the story.
It better not be.
Brilliant. You're gonna love it. Right, so he's in the petrol station, and he's going, right, I'll pay for pump 4. And the fella says, what are you talking about,
Pump 4, isn't that a monkey? No. Sometimes I use numbers for monkeys, sometimes I use... No, I mean pump 4.
Sure.
So
Yeah,
he says, what are you talking about? There's no car at pump 4.
Right.
Keep going.
Sticks his head out of the door.
Yeah.
The monkey's giving it some. Went over to Spain on its own.
I don't know what to do.
Hang on, let's just get a couple of the facts right here.
What do you mean, couple of the facts, right? There are no facts.
So, number 86. Number 86 he drove to Spain.
You are... honestly, Carl, you must know.
It was an automatic.
Right. Carl, you must know that is shit. There is no way a monkey...
That's the thing with
He
his
gets
feature,
stopped
though.
at customs.
It's mental.
How would he get through customs, Carl? Has he got a passport?
No, he was sneaking about because he didn't have a passport.
So he parked and then snuck through.
Do you want the facts?
Let me see it. Right, I'll examine this, Rick, and we'll play a record.
Play a record,
I'll
because I can't... That's nearly as bad as the armed robbery. Right, go on.
Yeah.
Play a record.
Brilliant, bit of suede.
Yeah, Stay Together. My favourite.
One of 86's favourites.
Yeah, brilliant. My favourite suede track. No, Stay Together. XFM. Well, nearly time to go. But before we do, a little bit of Rockbuster results.
Just checking some of the answers, Rick, and it seems that an awful lot of people have got it right.
Go on then. Tell us them again then. Remind us of them before you give us the answers.
Alright, Rockbusters number 1 was like this. It was a customer...
We're stopping monkey news, by the way, until you start getting some credible ones. Because that's it's ridiculous. It's not true.
No, it seems mad.
But no, it's from the internet again. So anyone can go online, download that story. It's insubstantial. It's get ones from journals or where the source is quoted. Okay, or we're not interested. Or we're not. Well, you don't. Okay. So same with on thin ice. We've pulled this once. We've pulled Rockbusters. We suspended it once, and you came back again. So it's. Do you know what I mean?
While we may still marvel at its complexity, what do we know about the human body? What are its wonders and limitations? And with scientific and medical technology moving ever forward, how will the human body evolve over the centuries to come? To discuss these questions and more, I'm joined by Stephen Merchant, award-winning writer and graduate of the University of Warwick. Hello. And Karl Pilkington, a man without formal academic qualifications or any awards to speak of, but he's good at other things. Cleaning windows, for example, with his fucking tongue, Gump.
It's a bit harsh, isn't it? Alright.